Delonte West, a name that once echoed in the world of professional basketball, has fallen on hard times in recent years. Formerly a prominent NBA player, West is now grappling with a harrowing combination of mental health issues and substance abuse, which have tragically led him to a life of homelessness. His plight has captured the attention of many in the NBA community, including former teammates, and even Mavericks owner Mark Cuban. Despite their heartfelt efforts to rescue him from the depths of despair, West's ongoing struggle remains a poignant reminder of the complex challenges of mental health and addiction. This is a story that transcends the realm of sports, shedding light on the broader issues of mental health, addiction, and the difficulties of helping those who may not be ready to help themselves. A standout athlete during his 9-year NBA career, West played for notable teams like the Boston Celtics, Seattle Supersonics, Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Dallas Mavericks, earning nearly $16 million along the way. West had a rough childhood. He characterized his early years as being happy poor and mentioned living with different family members. In his adolescence, West admits to misusing drugs, harming himself, and being admitted to pediatric hospitals. In 2008, West received a diagnosis of bipolar disorder. Although he initially agreed with the diagnosis, he later questioned it, attributing his challenges to a mix of short-term depression and the pressures associated with a basketball player's life. During his career, he faced numerous financial challenges. During the NBA lockout in 2011, he sought employment at Home Depot and took up a job at a furniture outlet just to make ends meet. But his post-retirement years have been marred by the relentless grip of addiction and mental health problems, leaving him homeless and desperate for help. By the time he had signed with the Mavericks in 2011, he was already bankrupt from a messy divorce, legal expenses, and overall poor management of this money. Just a year after his retirement in 2015, he was already seen on the streets begging for money. In February 2016, West was seen barefoot in a Houston, Texas public area, donning a hospital robe. By June 2016, an image of West begging in Temple Hills, Maryland, became widely circulated. This image led to rumors, further fueled by the Twitter account that first shared it, suggesting West might be homeless and highlighting his mental health challenges. However, West quickly refuted these claims, confirming that although the photo was real, he had a residence and was only helping a genuinely homeless man who was quadriplegic. At this time, it was also discovered that West had a dependency on embalming fluid. Lenora Cole, a friend of West's, informed sources about his struggles with paranoia alongside his bipolar disorder. West reportedly soaked cigarettes or joints in embalming fluid prior to smoking, leading to hallucinogenic experiences. In a recent report by Dana O'Neill of The Athletic, former NBA figures opened up about West's heartbreaking situation and the genuine efforts they have made to extend a helping hand. Jameer Nelson, who once shared the court with West at St. Joseph's University, expressed his deep concern. He emphasized that many people, including himself, have reached out to West in an attempt to rescue him from the abyss he finds himself in. Nelson's words carry the weight of a friend and former teammate who wants nothing more than to see West find his way back to a better life. "It brings me to tears," Nelson says. "He has so many people who love him, who want to help him, but he has to want to help himself. I am here for him. I will always be here for him. I tried, and I will continue to try if I can, but he has to meet us halfway. He has to want the help." These are the words of a friend who has tried to reach out to West, but they also resonate as a reminder of the crucial element of self-motivation in overcoming mental health and addiction issues. No matter how much support and assistance one may receive, the individual at the center of the struggle must ultimately choose to accept that help and take steps towards recovery. It's a painful truth that many who have witnessed the devastating effects of addiction and mental health disorders know all too well. Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, went above and beyond in an attempt to help Delonte West in 2020. When West was spotted begging for money in Dallas, Cuban didn't hesitate to step in. He picked West up from the streets, funded his rehabilitation, provided him with a place to live, and even helped him secure a job. Then, in October 29, after an earlier arrest on October 15 in Virginia, Delonte West was taken into custody again for allegedly being drunk in public. The Fairfax County Police Department discovered the 39-year-old ex-basketball player beside a vehicle with an open door in a neighborhood at approximately 3:47 p.m. This followed calls about a seemingly intoxicated individual. The police approached West, took him into custody for public intoxication, and then moved him to a local hospital for additional assessment. Official documents indicate that West faced a charge of public misdemeanor intoxication. A court date is scheduled for January. This incident comes shortly after another incident reported by authorities. 2 weeks prior, West was found in a Virginia parking lot apparently trespassing inside a car. He allegedly attempted to flee when officers tried to detain him. The police managed to apprehend him, and he faced 4 charges: entering a vehicle, vehicle trespassing, evading law enforcement, and public intoxication. It's sad to see that a man who was a first-round draft pick in the 2004 draft fall this far. His open battles with mental health and substance abuse are only made worse by the fact that he has a formal diagnosis of bipolar disorder. Those who are familiar with the disease know that without the proper medication and medical care, know that it can be lethal. Earlier this year, he seemed to be on a positive track, seen practicing in a gym in February, and even trying out for the Big 3 League by Ice Cube in March. By June, he reportedly began working at a flooring business. However, despite these remarkable efforts, by July, West was once again seen on the streets, this time in Virginia, where he has seemingly been based since. This heartbreaking cycle of trying to help and seeing West return to the streets only adds to the profound sense of helplessness experienced by those who care about him. Mark Cuban candidly expressed his own frustration in trying to make a difference in West's life. He admitted, "I thought I could help, and I tried. I really did. We all did. It's just, you just feel hopeless." This sentiment, shared by many who have tried to help West, underscores the inherent difficulty of dealing with addiction and mental health issues. It's a reminder that even with the best of intentions and extensive resources, the road to recovery is seldom straightforward. In the end, the story of Delonte West is a sobering lesson about the complexities of mental health and addiction. It teaches us that recovery requires not only external support, but most importantly, the individual's own determination and readiness to accept help. It is a vivid example of the ongoing struggle that so many people face in their battle for mental well-being and sobriety, a battle that is far from over for Delonte West, who remains outside a 7-Eleven, a reminder that even in the depths of despair, hope and compassion persist, waiting for the moment when he or anyone facing similar challenges chooses to take that crucial step towards recovery.